Hello everyone, this is Dr. Joe Milcheski. I am your instructor professor for this course, Business 4851, Production Management. Just wanted to do a little welcome video to say welcome to the class. We have a good 8 weeks starting here pretty soon. I'm recording this a little bit over a week before classes start for this term that we'll have this class in. You could look in my professor profile, see my background real quick. I uh, have been in production management for 35 plus years, I can say. I've held various positions, supervision, things like that, but mainly have been in what I call capital projects. What I would do is process engineering, finding the right equipment to make the product, install it. Sometimes that would be involved, building construction, things like that. Has given me a chance and opportunity to travel internationally and quite a bit throughout the United States, only missing a couple states I haven't been to yet. Uh, and I have been doing this, like I said, for 35 plus years. I've worked from some smaller companies, $1 million companies. I've worked for some $1 billion companies. I've been in the plastics industry, making color for plastics. It's just what they call an extrusion process. I have been in the ink industry also. I have actually been in the coffee industry, and I'm sure you're all familiar with Starbucks. I was involved with construction management of a roasting facility in Columbia, South Carolina, and then doing some roasting engineering after that. Right now, and hopefully for the rest of my career, I have retired from that, and I am now teaching full time. And one of the schools I teach for is Waldorf, and I've been doing it for about 7 years now. A great school, a great company to work for, a great university to work for. I wanted to tell you a couple quick things about the course. As you probably read through the catalog and everything else, we'll be looking at the operations management, what's involved with that. We'll be looking, there's discussions every week. There is some assignment. It could be an article review. It could be a case study. That assignments vary week by week, but there will definitely be a discussion. I did write a pretty long announcement about the discussions, and just to recap that quickly, I'm looking, your first discussion has to be turned in by Saturday night, an original post. I'm looking for some in-depth posts there, not a couple words or sentences. Looking for you to do some research, whether it be using the database in the library or going on the internet. Please use academic integrity websites. Use a peer, like especially in the library database, peer reviewed. Um, you can be going to some, there's some journals out there and everything else. There's some academic integrity with that. One of the things to show too is if there's a lot of references in the articles and things like that, you could pretty much be assured that at least there is a bit of academic integrity involved with that. Usually students ask for how long. I always used 300 words. I hope you don't count words. I hope you get involved in your initial post and what you want to say, your opinion, on your fact-finding missions to find out about the discussion question, and hopefully get into it to where you're not counting words. I find some students, it's almost like they wrote a two-page paper because they just got into it so much. The responses, not looking for that in-depth. I always tell students maybe 100 words if they want to get a word count. I don't want to see responses like, hey, John, Kathleen, you guys did a great job. If they did, how did they do a good job? If there's a disagreement, please. This is a discussion. We're fine with disagreements. So different points of view. If you agree, maybe back up, support them with their views. So go ahead and do that type of thing. The assignments, they're pretty much self-explanatory. As see, there's no textbook with this. You will just be reading off of. There is some articles in this, basically the slides on each unit. So, good luck with that. Please, follow the instructions as I put them down there. Late work, please get in touch with me as soon as possible about late work. I don't need it the day after it's due or the day of due unless it's some type of emergency. But many times I have students when they want an extension, they haven't opened up the project till Tuesday at 11 o'clock p.m. and there's 1 hour to get it done. I do know when you open up your assignments and discussion boards what days that happen on, what times. So I do have that type of tracking. I try not to follow that, but please, take in consideration what the issues are. Also, the other thing, plagiarism. I've run into that a few times with some of my undergraduates at Waldorf. Sometimes that is not realizing that it is, but we do have when you do put in your assignments and stuff like that, it does go through a system and it does say how much is copied and pasted. Please try not to copy and paste. You can if you really feel it's necessary. Paraphrasing, you have to have, as it says in the assignment, APA. It's the 7th edition manual. They're very inexpensive. You can get an ebook on the internet, probably $10, $12. I would say it's a great resource to have for the rest of your academic career. Please follow the APA styles. You have to have, if you're paraphrasing you have to in your paper, your text, you have to have a citation in the body showing who whichever, however you do it, showing the author and the date, whatever means. It's different for articles as different for books, the style. And then in the reference section, please follow the guidelines for references too. Every reference has to have a citation in the body. Everything that is cited in the body must have a reference. Grammar checks, please do grammar and spell checks. When it's grading, you get 100 points. 10 points is for the writing mechanics, and 10 points is for the in-text citations and references. I've had many students write some excellent papers, basically would be 100% paper, but by not having proper citing, referencing, or there might be some problem with grammar or spelling, they could lose up to 20 points. And here you have a perfect paper and you're getting a B, a low B for it. So please keep all that in mind when you do that. Don't brush it off at only being a few points of that, but it could make a difference in your grade in the end, depending on how the other assignments are done. So if there's any question on anything, I have put in the announcements, my email, and I have also put in my phone. Please email me with any issues on the assignments, discussion boards, anything like that. You could also call me, 330-208-6931. It's probably best to text or call me. I can't say I'll answer it right then, but I'm one of those people that do have my phone on me pretty much all the time. Emails, I try to check a couple times a day, so there could be some lag in time, especially if it's something you need to know pretty quickly. So good luck with that. Let's have a good class here. Like I said, remember discussion boards. Keep in mind good discussion. Come back and do it as talk and give your opinion or your facts as much as possible. And please get in touch with me. I will try to get involved in discussion boards myself. Sometimes I let it go if it's a good discussion going on. I do post on announcements. I do go through each of yours individually and try to do at least say something individually to you in the feedback section. I also, after everything's graded, I will go under announcements and I will do some more posting for the class in general, whether it be something about the discussion board, the assignments, or both. So have a good semester, and please keep in touch. I will keep in touch with you, and good luck.